This year, more than any other, our laptops and tablets are working overtime. They're what we turn to for remote work and virtual schooling, but they're also our only gateways to socialization as we try to rebuild our lost civilization. So if someone you know is looking for an upgrade, gifting them a new device could actually have a profound impact on their lives. And also, it's better than socks. This year, our recommendations range from really cheap devices like Amazon's Fire HD 8 to gaming laptops like Asus's ROG Zephyrus G14. You really don't have to spend much to get something good these days, but if you really want to spoil somebody, we've got suggestions. Let's start with the obvious. If you're trying to gift a tablet this year, you really should be considering Apple's iPad. This year, Apple made it faster than ever with the A12 Bionic CPU, which we first saw on the iPhone XS, and it has improved battery life. And the entry-level iPad doesn't really feel basic anymore. Last year, Apple upgraded its screen to a larger 10.2-inch display in a design that's a little more modern. It doesn't look as chunky as it used to. Basically, what Apple did this year is just match the internals to that new design. Best of all, the iPad is still $329, and you can even find it much less for occasional sales. It's clear that Apple hasn't forgotten about its most basic iPad, and that's a really good thing, especially now that it's putting more effort into the iPad Air, its mid-range tablet, which looks really good, and the iPad Pro, which is what it's positioning towards professionals. The entry-level iPad has always been a great deal, especially for the last few years as Android tablets have kind of cratered. Its app library alone is going to be better than what you find on Android tablets that are twice the price. But this year, thanks to its new processor, it's something that's just as comfortable for work as it is for play. Just be sure to toss in Apple's Smart Keyboard if you're gifting it to somebody who's a writer. Now, if the iPad is out of your price range, it's worth looking at the only budget Android tablet that's any good, the Fire HD 8. It's only $90 with Amazon's ads or $105 without ads, and it has a decent app library. It pretty much has all the apps anyone would want for media watching, and your giftee can even use it for Zoom calls. It's a really basic looking device, but in this price range, you really can't ask for much. Amazon says it's around 30% faster than last year's model and offers 20% better battery life. And if you're trying to give something with more screen real estate, maybe for somebody who's older who has trouble seeing things, the Fire HD 10 is similarly good. And for young kids, it's worth considering Amazon's Fire 7 Kids version. It's only $100, but Amazon offers 2 years of no questions asked replacements, and you just know kids will destroy these things. Now, if you're looking to give something that's more than just a tablet, how about our favorite PC of the last few years, Dell's XPS 13? This year's redesign basically does away with its screen bezel completely. There's practically no border around its side and bottom and top anymore. Instead, you've got a 13.4-inch display that's gorgeous and just seems like it's floating in the air. And after looking at so many PCs over the last few years, it's really hard for me to find fault with anything Dell is doing at this point. The screen looks great, it supports Dolby Vision, it has a thin and sleek design, it has a great keyboard that goes all the way to the edge. It's pretty much everything I'd want in an ultra portable, and I'm sure anybody who receives it as a gift would love it. Sure, there are flashier laptops out there and plenty of cheaper ones too, but I'll tell you, the Dell XPS 13 remains one of our favorite laptops because it's consistently well-performing and reliable and pretty sturdy too. Now, for the Apple fans out there, the MacBook Air looks better than ever. It has Apple's revamped keyboard, so no more of the flat butterfly nonsense that would break all the time, and it also has a lower starting price of $999. And yes, it's still very light and stylish to boot. With this redesign, the MacBook Air feels like the best laptop for casual Apple users, people who don't need the additional heft and power of the MacBook Pro, and people who maybe think the iPad Pro is a little too strange and want something more traditional. The MacBook Air is a reminder that Apple effectively created the ultra-portable laptop category, so consider it a flex. We've seen a lot of PC makers try to adapt the style and copy it, and I think Dell's XPS 13 is doing pretty well. But in many ways, the MacBook Air still feels like it's in a class of its own. If you're willing to splurge a bit more for the gamer in your life, consider Asus's ROG Zephyrus G14. It's one of our favorite gaming laptops of the year because it combines AMD's 4000 series CPUs and NVIDIA's latest GPUs into something that's really special. It weighs only 3.5 pounds and it's incredibly powerful given all that hardware. It doesn't have a webcam, but I think the overall package makes up for that. It has a fast 120Hz screen. It has a cool two-tone design. And I even like the fact that you can add LEDs to the back of the display to display messages or GIFs or something like that. So it's pretty flexible in that way. Aside from the webcam issue, it's basically the ultra-portable gaming notebook we've been waiting for. Now I get it, it's tough to make a gamble on a pricey gift, but hopefully this guide was a little helpful. Be sure to check out our reviews and videos of all of these devices at Engadget.com and on our YouTube channel. And if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe.